Stephen Moore scored his first 100 as a Derbyshire player as the home side scored well on the second day of their LV County Championship match against Hampshire at the 3A County Ground in Derby. Hampshire began the second morning on 231 for 5 and they lost their night watchman Kyle Abbott before a run had been added, Mark Foote bowling him comprehensively via the inside edge. Sean Irvine then gave Richard Johnson a catch behind the wicket off Tim Grunewald as Hampshire slipped to 248 for 7. The second new ball had worked well for Derbyshire, but one visiting batsman did keep them at bay, and that was Joe Gatting. He completed his first 50 since moving from Sussex in the winter. It had come off 103 balls and was reached with his 6th boundary. He and Michael Bates batted solidly through much of the morning. Gatting played some terrific shots in the process, including this one, which carried the distance. That was struck off Wes Durston, who exacted his revenge in his next over, as Gatting, now on 67, was held in the deep by Chesney Hughes. At the end of the bonus point scoring overs, Hampshire's total read 320 for 8, and Foote then bagged the wicket of Matt Coles, who was bang in front on 9 after lunch. Bates' first innings of the summer ended on 31 when he holed out off Durston. Hampshire had been dismissed for 328. They then began well with the ball, with James Tomlinson striking Billy Goodleman on the pads right in front of his stumps with just a single to his name. But more then came to the party as he and his captain Wayne Madsen set about the visiting attack with relish. These are two of the favourites for promotion this summer, and it was a fascinating battle between a good bowling outfit and a Derbyshire batting lineup which promises plenty this summer. Both Moore and Madsen were careful in their accumulation, but they rarely missed a hittable ball to keep the board ticking over just as they would have wanted. Moore made it to his 50 off his 110th delivery, a good effort for a man who was an integral part of Lancashire's championship success in 2011. He now has the chance to resurrect his career, and this was a nice start in his first home game for his new employers. He'd struck 7 fours in his half-century. The remainder of the day belonged to Derbyshire after Moore was joined by the ever-dependable Shivnarine Chanderpaul. These two batted with very few problems in the last hour and a half of the day, a day which was mostly kind to the batsmen. While Chanderpaul was his usual stickable self, Moore was able to express himself from time to time as he closed in on his important 100. He got there just before the close, and he did it in style by striking his first 6 to go with his 14 other fours. Overall, he'd been batting for 178 deliveries, and it was a knock which will please his new county no end. It's also one which has put his side into a decent position at the halfway stage of this contest. Moore ended the day on 106 made out of his side's 203 for 2, which has Derbyshire trailing by 125 runs. Chanderpaul is still there too on 35, and these two will hope to continue on the third morning to help their side establish a large first innings lead.